So yeah, it's really cool. I always look at the Ohio Hip Hop Awards for the for the your tours. And me and my brother went to one last year. It was the one at Exclusive, which is no longer there anymore. So I guess what I want to ask is like, how did you get started with the Ohio Hip Hop Awards?
Um, Basically, it started from just kind of looking at, well, there's a couple things that influenced it. One thing is that, music has always kind of been a passion of mine and something I've always, been into, participated in on various levels. Um, I used to take piano lessons and I used to be in choir in school. I used to rap, in junior high and high school. So it's always just been kind of in me. And then as I kind of got older and got to Cleveland State University, I got into radio and doing college radio. And from there, I kind of met a lot of record label reps and other people in the industry, and that kind of fostered my interest in the business side of it. And so from there, I made some connections. I was actually working as a regional manager for the Source magazine
Hmm.
6 years ago, and when I was doing that, I went to a couple of the Source Awards. They used to have award shows back in the day, and I just, kind of noticed that nobody from Cleveland or Ohio was there, whether they weren't in attendance or they weren't, being nominated or awarded for anything, and it kind of got me to thinking of why that is. So basically, the whole idea came from a situation of kind of knowing. For me, doing college radio really was the key of it, and me knowing so many artists and playing their music on my shows and producing shows to let them perform, and seeing that there was a void as far as them being recognized for their skills and their talents. So I knew that there was a lot of talent and skill in the area, but nobody was acknowledging it outside of the area. So the whole idea just came from that, just saying, we're not going to wait for MTV or BET or New York or LA to recognize us and acknowledge us for what we're doing. We can do it ourselves,
Hmm.
and that was kind of the birth of it.
Wow, that is this actually kind of interesting. It's and like I never really like knew exactly what was going on and stuff, but now that I'm actually talking to you, it's very motivating in a sense.
Well, that's cool, man. I mean, that's kind of what the movement is about. We want to motivate everybody who's a part of it. Whether you're on the artist side, whether you're on the business side, whether you do both. Part of our premise is to really show people that you can be a part of this industry and be successful in so many different ways. You don't have to be the rapper or be the singer. And a lot of people just see that on TV or hear it on the radio, and they think that's their only way in.
Hmm.
And the reality is there's so many other components that really make up the industry, whether you're a producer or a manager or a publicist or a graphic designer, a DJ, all of these things matter. And, oftentimes you can, travel all over the world and meet all these cool people and, make a lot of money and more often than not, more money than the artist makes, doing these other things outside of being a rapper or the singer. So we want to encourage people to explore those avenues, especially the kids that's coming up and, look to the entertainment industry as something that they want to do. So that's kind of one of our missions. I'm
Well,
pulling up to the toll booth right now, so you got to.
okay.
I'm still listening, though. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like I said, me and my brother co-run 1093 Entertainment, and I'm also an artist, producer, graphic designer, DJ. I pretty much do the whole nine.
You trying to get all the money, see?
Yeah, I'm trying to do the whole nine for me and my guys, man. And just knowing that someone else has done that and has been successful at it's motivating to keep doing it. And like I said, we won't be able to go to the show tonight over at the Academy because we have a prior engagement over in Austintown, but
Oh,
definitely wish you guys the best of luck on the last part of the tour. I know last year, um, it was actually pretty live down there. I think
yeah, man, it was packed down there, man. People was wilding out. We had like, a huge turnout last year in
hmm
Youngstown. We have in Youngstown the last couple of years. Youngstown usually comes out, so we looking forward to that again tonight.
yeah. I think I met Derek Smallwood for the first time. And then I saw a Big Hef for the first time, and I didn't really get the chance to talk to him, but yeah, I was just like seeing all these people who have been involved, with this, and it's really it's cool, it's cool.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Hopefully we can meet up with you guys another time. Hopefully you guys come out to the main event in September and really participate in the festivities. It's the whole 3-day weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, September. It's always the third weekend of September. So this year it's the 20th, 21st, or 22nd. We have networking events, workshops, a music conference with industry professionals from all over the country. We really bring in some real serious names to our music conference, and to spread the knowledge, and they looking to sign talent. This year we have Kevin Black is going to be kind of our keynote speaker, who was the head of music marketing for Interscope Records, in their heyday when they had, Eminem and 50 Cent and Mariah Carey and Snoop Dogg, and, he was like the mastermind behind that golden era for Interscope.
Yeah.
So, he's coming, and we got, a bunch of other people to confirm still. So, it should be cool, the third weekend of September.
Well, yeah, I definitely hope that we have to go to at least one of the events, because I know that's probably going to be a hectic weekend in September. With the YSU March and Pride and the football games and stuff. But hopefully we'll get to take a trip out there and finally get to meet you guys and just talk.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Come out there and build, and that the beautiful thing about the event is, it's not about who gets nominated or who wins and loses. We understand that that's kind of like the draw for people oftentimes to come to the event. But once we dangle that carrot and people come to it, then they really understand that the real value is in the people that you meet and the business connections that can be made to move forward, to move your business forward afterwards. That's the true value of it. It really doesn't matter about who wins an award or not. It's about the connections that you make, and we've really brought in some real solid people for people to be able to make connections and take their business as far as entertainment to the next level. And that's our other main goal is we want the Ohio entertainment industry to be able to eat off of its own work. We want it to be able to be sustaining, and for people to be able to live well off of their art. That's what it's all about. So we are just trying to feel one part of that by doing these events and bringing people together for and trying to teaching them the business and networking with people who know a lot more than what they may know at this point.
Right. And it's very interesting to me how like some artists they don't really make them like they don't make themselves business savvy. Like they only go for the emotional part, because essentially as artists we're emotionally driven. But I think when people like finally learn how to put the business with the artist side, then it opens up a whole new door into different events and different networking opportunities.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's about. I understand the left hemisphere of the brain and all of that, and how artists can be sometimes. But and that's cool. Sometimes people can't separate that, and that's what a team is for.
Right.
You have to get a quality team around you. Nobody's going to make it without a quality. Whoa, this dude just almost cut me off. Nobody's going to make it without a quality team around them. A lot of people have the misconception they can do all of this by themselves. And,
right.
More power to you if you can, but most people cannot. Most people are not going to work at their highest level when they're trying to do everything and spreading themselves too thin. And, people need to check their ego sometime and get people around them and put them in position to help them to be successful. And they got to understand you have to research that, and you got to be willing to pay people. You can't be cheap.
Right.
A lot of people are too cheap, and they want to do everything themselves because they're too cheap to pay somebody. But you're not going to win most of the time like that. So skill costs and expertise costs, and if you get the right people in place that believe in you, you can just concentrate on your art, and then somebody else can handle the business as long as they trustworthy and you check behind them.
Right. See this is a good thing right there. Unfortunately, we gotta end the show, but I thank you for calling in and talking to us, and hopefully in September we get to check you guys out.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having me on the air. Again, anybody who's listening in the Youngstown area, we'll be at the Academy Club tonight for our final date of the Ohio Hip Hop Awards Showcase Tour. Tickets are still available. You can pay at the door. And also, you can just go to OhioHipHopAwards.com to get any other information about, what we got going on for, the rest of the season, or follow us on Twitter at Ohio Hip Hop Awards.
All right. Thanks for coming in the show.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yep.
See you.
Peace.
All right, guys, we're going to end the show. Remember, you can catch me at SJ1093ENT. That's Kick, Twitter, Instagram. And you can catch me at Jamal Fareed on Facebook. That's my actual name.
You catch me at Rebel Brilliance on Twitter or at Richard Robbins Jr. on Facebook.
All right. Remember, this is 1093 Nation. Yeah.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy SJ from 1093 Entertainment, 1093 Nation Radio. You can catch us every Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on RookRadio.com. We also provide affordable and quality DJ services for graduation parties, birthday parties, college parties, bars, clubs, the whole nine. So hit us up at 855-225-6997. That's 855-225-6997. This is the Nation, 1093 Nation.